Hello gamers, welcome to Gaming Daily Input. Today we'll be talking about everything you need to know about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's going to be an interesting topic. Do stay with me till the end of the video to learn more about it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 might be the best JRPG of the year. The lovable characters and the wildly dramatic story won our hearts. Of course, you can still play it even as a new player because it has ties to earlier games. In the game's first 3 chapters, it guides newcomers through the fundamentals. Therefore, you'll learn everything there is to know about Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in this video. Let's get started. What is Xenoblade Chronicles 3? It's an action role-playing game series developed by Monolith Soft. These games are notable for their beautiful world designs, lovely soundtracks, and captivating stories. Battles have traditionally used both manual inputs and auto attacks. For instance, the player can direct the character's movement and choose certain attacks to use, but the character and friends can also launch independent assaults. The Bionis and Mechonis, 2 enormous titans in the universe of the Xenoblade Chronicles, engaged in combat long ago and had an impact on the development of the globe. Every community and locale is perched on the back of a similarly enormous titan, as opposed to being on the ground. In order to make the player feel good wherever they go, there's a concentration on location design. The story. It's safe to say that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the most dystopian game in the Xenoblade series because it's set in a future society that has been ripped apart by war. The focus of the game is on the continual conflict between the 2 groups, Kevis and Agnes. These battles are fought by young soldiers who are artificially created and given 10 years, referred to as terms in-game, to live. However, such a violent lifestyle means hardly any of them even live that long. Offseers are specialized units that exist on both Kevis and Agnes, and are in charge of playing a specific song to convey the spirits of slain soldiers to the great beyond. The trailers initially introduce us to Noah, an Offseer serving the nation of Kevis who wields a flute, before also showcasing Mio, an Agnian Offseer currently in her 10th year. Soon after the game starts, Noah and his 2 companions, Uni and Lance, find themselves involved in a conflict that is much more intense than the one that Kevis and Agnes are currently engaged in. In order to defeat a greater threat, the trio is ultimately compelled to work together with their former adversaries, albeit it is yet unknown exactly what that threat may be. The characters. While the game's story might focus primarily on Offseers Noah and Mio, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 features 6 playable characters: Noah, Mio, Uni, Lance, Senna, and Taion. Noah, Uni, and Lance are childhood friends who hail from Kevis, the black-clad warring society driven by technology. Mio, Senna, and Taion, on the other hand, call the mystical nation of Agnes home. While it may appear that these 2 sides are locked in a never-ending cycle of war and destruction, it seems that some provoking event and the identification of a real and shared enemy will ultimately bring the once enemies together. Although not much is known about these characters as of yet, it would seem that Uni and Lance have more fiery, self-assured personalities than Senna and the learned Taion. The gameplay. We predicted that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would be Nintendo's largest open-world game to date in our hands-on preview of the title. Although the game starts off quite linearly, it soon starts to show a vast universe full of quests, crafts, optional bosses, and other things. The party members in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are split into 3 major classes: attackers, defenders, and healers. This combat system is modeled after MMOs. Attackers are your DPS, tanks are your defenders, and healers are your support, if we were to translate these positions into those typically found in MMOs. You may still make your celebration uniquely yours though. Your party members can select from a variety of subclasses in addition to these major classes, each of which has its own special armor and weaponry. The best part is that, unlike earlier Xenoblade Chronicles games, you're no longer limited to only engaging in combat with the character you have chosen to control once your roles have been assigned. With the ability to switch between your 6 party members in the middle of combat in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you may use your skills, known as arts in-game, to create potent combinations and approach battles more intelligently than ever. The Ouroboros ability, which enables 2 compatible party members to combine into a massive mech-like beast, is also present in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. According to the trailers, it's reasonable to presume that Noah and Mio have a strong bond, and it's also plausible that the other 4 party members do. The trailer. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 first trailer revealed during February 2022's Nintendo Direct. It gave us a brief look at the game's war-torn world, its characters, and what exploration will look like. This trailer also included a September 2022 release date, which was later moved forward. The most thorough preview of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to date was revealed by Monolith Soft during the Nintendo Direct in June 2022. Before diving into some of the game's more intense mythology, the teaser begins with a deeper look at a mysterious and undoubtedly wicked organization. It was revealed in this teaser that the members of our party only have 10 years, or terms, to live. They must serve in the armed forces of their nation during this decade, which means many of them pass away before their appointed terms are complete. Based on this trailer, it seems like Xenoblade Chronicles 3's primary theme is life and how we inject meaning into it. Another trailer was just released and provides an overview of the game's combat, structure, and plot. Well, what's up with the flute in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? In the same introduction to the game that Nintendo released, Takahashi addressed the flutes shown in the trailer and alludes to them being a big part of the third game. The flute is one of the key themes in the games. It holds power, love, and breakthroughs in the game. There are new party members, awesome combat style, and the new interlink system. Players command Noah and can assemble a team of up to 6 characters, each of whom has a unique set of weapons, techniques, and classes. The player can command their party members and strategically employ their unique responsibilities within the group to defeat enemies when they are directly approached in the overworld. This most recent Xenoblade Chronicles game introduces a brand new gameplay element called the interlink system. This essentially means that members of your party are also paired up in tag team fashion and can combine themselves to unleash significantly more potent strikes when changing into the enormous Ouroboros. Noah and Mio, Lance and Sena, and Uni and Taion make up these tag team pairs. Class change. According to Nintendo, characters each have a starting class, but can eventually level up and change classes as the game progresses. The main character, Noah, is a sword fighter who fights best at close range, while Mio is a Zephyr who distracts while avoiding taking damage. You can see how you'll need to utilize each character's skills for the good of the entire team. The good news is Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is launched already on July 29th, 2022. It's available now for you to enjoy. Thank you for staying with me till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and share the video. You can leave your questions and thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we add new videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.